Hey everybody, Dragon of the East Blue once again, and I'm bringing to you a video about something that I did not know had come out yet. But it came out yesterday and I'm really amazed by it, and that is the sequel to Avatar The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra. Now for those who aren't aware of the story behind Korra, it is 70 years after the war and a great deal has changed. Aang and Zuko have created this new republic which is supposed to unite everyone, but unfortunately they didn't take into account human nature and it's fallen apart since Aang's death. So things are not good, but Korra is there to save the day. Now Korra herself is a really interesting and amazing character. You can see a lot of Aang in her and it's really great to see that, but she also is able to present herself as a completely independent character with her own emotions, her own desires, and she's just a lot of fun. She's clever, she's smart, she's funny, she's able to think on her feet. She acts completely nonchalant sometimes. She can be very go with the flow. And I think she's got a lot to offer. And having her as a main character is going to be a lot of fun. I think this is going to be a great series because of her. We also get to meet Katara, and she's the only one that survived after all these years. She's 85, but she still presents a lot of her old character, which is great. We meet her son and Katara and Aang's son, Tenzin. We meet his family, and his voice is just amazing. I don't know who does the voice acting, but it really is amazing. And he does the intro, just like Katara did the intro for Last Airbender. He's doing the intro for Korra, and it just gave me chills. It's just awesome. We don't really see, I guess, Zuko and Mai's kid. We don't get to see the what's his name now? Sokka's kid and Suki's kid. We don't get to see them yet, but we do get to see Toph's kid. We don't know who she married, but she has a daughter named Lin. But she's a total bitch and a non-bender, so she's pretty much one of the bad guys in this sense. She arrests Korra. She doesn't seem to care. She hates Tenzin. It's really, really bad, and that's kind of a huge disappointment because I always imagined that they'd have to go looking for Toph's kid. He or she would be the new blind bandit. She would be causing havoc at the Rumble 6 or Rumble whatever it is now. And, and then they have to kind of get her to teach Korra earthbending. But at this point in the story, it's already said that Korra has mastered the first three elements. She's mastered fire, she's mastered waterbending, and she's mastered earthbending. All that's left is water, and that's why she's gone to go train with Tenzin. The reason why this is kind of an issue is because this means that it's only going to be one season long. Because all she needs to do is do air, and this is classified as first season is book air, and it finishes up the full cycle that we saw in the first three seasons in the first series. So it would make the most sense that it would end in one season, but it's really going to piss off fans. But then again, we have to remember that it has to do well on the air. It has to make sure that all the people like it. It's got to make sure it's got to pass all standards and practices and so forth. And though we may fucking love it, like the fans, we love it. It's really, really good. The problem is that getting the adults, the soccer moms to agree. And that's what I'm worried about because Korra is very dark. It's not like the previous series. There's like brightness in it as well, but there's actually it's a really dark mentality around everything. And I really like that because it allows us to go into deeper recesses of our minds and our psyche. But what will sheltering parents feel about that? Not so much, especially when we looked at how they checked the original series. They in the pilot, which you can find on YouTube, Zuko kills the Unagi and puts its head on a cart like as a trophy, and the parents thought it was a dragon cart. So these are dumb motherfuckers, and if they can't figure out, why would the kids figure it out? But still, that's how it crumbles. So if things go well, we will get a long series, hopefully more than a season, because it seems to be really, really good. It does leave you with feeling a bit, I don't even know, I don't have words for that, just like you feel like you're missing a little bit of something, you feel kind of like, oh, I miss them and the whole thing, but it should be good. And regards to the our main villain, because we do meet him, a friend of mine actually thinks that is the son of Azula, and my question is, who would fuck the bitch? So I have no idea why. It would make a lot of sense though, to be honest, but I really don't see the point. And having Azula carry on, even though there has been rumors that she actually is very influential in this series, but that'd be stupid in my opinion. So we don't know. We're just gonna have to wait. Overall, the new character designs are really good. You can't even recognize the world. It's changed way, way too much, and it's I do like that because it does make you realize that like how colonization in other countries kind of ruined their cultures as well, and we're put into the same multicultural melting pot more. Actually, it's not even multicultural; it's more like a melting pot where everyone is forced in this tight, cramped metal. It's a concrete jungle. That's how it is right now. So it's very difficult for us to understand this new world, or at the same time understand it very well if we actually look at the problems with society. So it does contemplate on both of these factors, balancing old with new, but falling more into new and forgetting the old, which is why the status of Avatar means so little in this world anymore. So it's really, really bad. It's going to be difficult for Korra to secure her position in this world. So she's got a long road ahead of her. And the only one thing that I do have a kind of an issue with, and it's only because I'm trying to look for authenticity and logic in all of this, there are cars, there are skyscrapers, there are planes, but there's no guns. You would think with an anti-Bender revolt, which is the whole plot of this entire series, they'd be guns. That would be the whole thing. Like, firearms are the biggest weapon they've got, and it would go into maybe nuclear weapons at one point. You know, it would go really, really far. That would make a lot of sense, but as I said, it's supposed to be a kids show, so we're going to be running into that kind of problems. So, other than that, I think the series is really, really good. I'm really excited. The new episode is coming out this Sunday, I believe. I'm just really excited, and I'm really happy to have two series to follow because I've got Legend of Korra and I've got the Avengers coming out. I believe I'm not sure if it's this Sunday or next Sunday. Probably next Sunday. So it's going to be really interesting to have both those series go at the same time. I hope they don't knock each other off the net, but it should be fine. And Korra gets huge thumbs up. It's going to be a great series, and I'm going to go rewatch all of Avatar: The Last Airbender because I managed to buy all the DVDs before Korra came out. So I'm going to watch those just to get back into the flow, and you should do it too. So tell me, guys, have you seen the episode yet? Do you think it's fucking amazing? Do you hate it? Is there some issues? Talk about it down below because this is a really interesting topic, and I love this fucking series. So, all fans of Avatar, let us unite. Fuck M. Night Shyamalan, the real shit is here, and the Avatar is back, baby. This is Dragon's Blue saying sail on, and airbending slice!